Good evening. This is John Burke. Tonight I'm going to give a short presentation on the global financial architecture. It's extremely important because it controls most of our lives. It consists primarily of four institutions. The Bank of International Settlements, which is located in Basel, Switzerland, the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank, both of which are located in the United States, and the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications, which is located in Belgium. So let's take each of these institutions one at a time. First, the BIS, which is located in Basel, Switzerland. It is organized as a capital share company under the laws of Switzerland. It is a bank for central banks. Extremely important. It provides services and operations for central banks. Perhaps even more importantly, it's a forum for central banks where central bank governors regularly get together in Basel to coordinate central bank policy for the world. What's important to understand about the BIS is that the decisions are made in secret. They are not open to the public. So we don't know, as members of the public, how decisions are taken that are setting monetary policy worldwide. It's one of the most powerful financial institutions in the world. It is the oldest international bank in the world, and it has a very unique charter which gives it privileges that it can exercise against any sort of legal intervention. IMF. The IMF was originally the product of the Bretton Woods agreements in 1944. It had two original purposes. One, supervise the fixed exchange rate system under Bretton Woods, and the second, to provide lending to correct imbalance in the balance of payments. It lost one of the functions, supervision of the fixed exchange rate system, in 1971 when the Bretton Woods system collapsed. But it retained its lending facility, and it has many different lending facilities. It lends to countries that are in financial difficulty, generally countries that lack sufficient reserve to repay their debts and sufficient reserves to purchase essential commodities in order for the economy to run. The World Bank, another institution that was produced at the Bretton Woods Conference in 1944. It is also organized as a capital share company, and its main purpose is to lend to developing countries to provide financial support for infrastructure and economic development. And finally, we have SWIFT, that was established in 1973. As I previously mentioned, it is a capital share company organized under the laws of Belgium. It operates the financial messaging system that is necessary for cross-border funds transfers. So it is extremely important. It is the hub, you might say, through which all cross-border payments flow. It's a bank communication system. So it's essential for sending instructions from one bank to another bank, perhaps to a depository or a clearinghouse, in order to complete cross-border payments. One thing that's important to know, it doesn't hold funds, nor does it actually move money. But money never moves. Money simply is transferred, you might say, through adjustments made to different ledgers that are woven together through this complex fabric of correspondent banking. What's the common denominator to all of these institutions? Is that they are controlled by the same states. They're overseen by the same states. So we're talking about a small group of states that had great power status subsequent to the Second World War, and they are the principal influential entities in each one of these organizations. And these organizations also don't operate in isolation from one another. They attempt to synchronize their activity, which is very important, because given their importance, when they act in concert, it has a very powerful effect on the financial system. So who are these states? Naturally, the United States, the United Kingdom, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Canada. But then we have some very small states. This is particular with SWIFT. Belgium, the Netherlands, Sweden, and even the ECB is part of the Oversight Committee. That's what I wanted to present today. This is in my opinion, the infrastructure of the entire financial system in the world. They are not private institutions like commercial banks or some other financial organization. They are usually, well, in at least 3 cases, they're treaty-based, the BIS, the IMF, and the World Bank. And in SWIFT, it is a company that was organized by these G10 states in order to provide for cross-border funds transfers. But what's happened in the interim? So we have 1931, the BIS, till 1973, the SWIFT. Subsequently, each of these institutions has become highly politicized, so they can be used as instruments of political control or political effect. That's what I wanted to say to you this evening. Thank you. If you like the lecture, please subscribe to the channel and give it a like. And I will put some links down below for you to read material on your own. Thank you and good night.